Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of December 22nd, Comrade Phạm Minh Chính, member of the Politburo, Prime Minister, chaired the National Conference on the Development of Vietnam's Cultural Industry. The conference was held directly and online to the brief point of province and city. At the point of the People Committee of the Ninh Province, there were Mr. Yu Đức Trong, Vice Chairman of the People Committee of the Ninh Province.
Speaking at the conclusion of the National Conference on Developing the Vietnam's Cultural Industry taking place on the morning of December 22nd of 2023, the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized that developing Vietnam's cultural industry is not a task of the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính clearly stated 5 very important political bases for developing the cultural industry, including the 2 resolutions of the 12th and the 13th National Party Congresses, the 2 thematic resolutions of the Central Committee, and directed by General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng. Conditions and the space for the development of cultural industry, innovation, science and technology, and healthy culture and arts, rich in national identity, consistent with the trends of the times and progress of humanity are impossible. And there are limits. We need to encourage on exploitation and respect their freedom. The cultural industry has great, rich, and diverse potential, but mechanism, policies, and institutions are still limited and not commensurate with the country's distinct potential, outstanding opportunities, and competitive advantages. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính clearly pointed out 6 perspectives of developing cultural industry and asked entities to calculate a preferential credit package, initially about 20 to 30 trillion Vietnam dong for cultural industries. And ladies and gentlemen, at the recent 10 sections, the People's Council of the Ninh Province Section 10 issues a resolution on local budget allocation in 2024. Accordingly, the total local budget revenue is more than 11,158 billion Vietnam dong, in which the total local budget balance revenue for 10,298 billion Vietnam dong, and the central budget revenue supplemented by national target programs. The target programs and the task is about 870 billion Vietnam dong. The total local budget expenditure in 2024 is 11,169 billion Vietnam dong, of which the local budget expenditure is 10,299 billion Vietnam dong. Spending on the national target programs and the task is about 870 billion Vietnam dong. The local budget allocation in 2024 is consistent with the principles, criteria, and the local budget allocation presented by Provincial People's Committee. The resolution of the Provincial People's Council clearly stated as assign the Provincial People's Committee to assign state budget revenue and expenditure tasks and the provincial budget allocation levels to each associate unit and each district, town, and tenant city, according to in accordance with the provision of law. Arrange state budget estimates to implement social security policies and the policies in 2024 using the numbers that have been established arranged in the regular expenditure estimates of district, town, and tenant city budgets during the stable period of the budgets for the determination for 2023 and 2025. And from January the 1st of 2024, the Provincial People's Committee, through Provincial People's Committee Affairs, will only monitor the work progress of associates, units, organizations, and the Committee of District Level People Committees on the response tracking tool on the document management and administration system of e-government. Accordingly, the chairman of Provincial People's Committee requested the head of departments, committees, and branches, the People's Committee of District, Town, and Tenant City, monitor the reception and regularly urge the processing of documents containing requests for assignment of tasks on schedule and return as required. Implement the electronic document issuance according to the process of reviewing, processing, releasing, and managing electronic documents in accordance with the regulations, promulgate regulations on receiving, processing, issuing, and managing electronic documents between the agencies and the state administrative system in the province, and make sure the outgoing document must be connected and interconnected with the incoming document requiring feedback, response request documents on the e-government. The system automatically records time and progress of task processing through processing operations and response to documents requiring feedback. And the Provincial People's Committee emphasized that this will be an important content to evaluate the level of digital transformation, administrative reform index, and evaluate the level of task completion of agencies, unions, organizations, and the People's Committee of district level population in the province in 2024. And at the regular meeting in December, the Provincial People's Committee approved the proposal of the Department of Industry and Trade on promulgating the decision on regulation of service prices using sale area at the markets in the province. According to the Department of Industry and Trade, currently the collection of services fees for using sales areas at the markets in the province take many different forms depending on the management style and investment capital, so it is not uniform, causing many differences in state management of functional agencies. On the other hand, the previous regulations apply since 2017 and are no longer appropriate and need to be replaced. And through the reference to localities with the same economic conditions, the Department of Industry and Trade established the maximum price for services using the sale areas and the markets invested with non-purchase capital in the province with a higher price but not more than 1.5 times the regulated market price invested by the state with the purchase capital. The chairman of the Provincial People's Committee agreed with the need to issue this decision and requested the Department of Industry and Trade to absorb the contents commented at the meeting, especially adding the legal basis to ensure the validity of the decision for the strict and appropriate when implemented. And ladies and gentlemen, implementing the direction of Provincial People's Committee, the Department of Industry and Trade has implemented solutions to ensure balance of supply and demand, stabilize the market by the end of 2023 and the Lunar New Year of the Dragons in 2024. Accordingly, the Department of Industry and Trade will strengthen monitoring and assessment of supply and demand of goods, especially essential goods, goods with high demand or high price fluctuations in the area in the coming time. Over the past time, to proactively have the plans or propose to the authorities measures to ensure the balance between supply and demand, stabilize the market, and prevent the shortages or supply interruptions causing sudden price increases and changes during the end of the year and the Lunar New Year Eve. Coordinating with the State Bank of TayNinhTV branch to support and connect businesses that produce and distribute essential goods for the Tet Eve with the credit institutions in the area to assess loans with the interest rate incentives, reserve the goods to stabilize the market before, during, and after the Tet holidays. The Department of Industry and Trade will also coordinate with the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development and other functional units of the province to closely monitor the production situation, disease developments, weather, and evaluate the capacity to supply meat products of pigs and other essential food items for the year-end and Lunar New Year market. Proactively have the plans or proposed plans to ensure the supply and stabilize the market for essential agricultural products and foods at the end of the year and the Lunar New Year of the Dragon in 2024. In addition, the province industry and trade sector will also promote the implementation of activities to implement the campaign Vietnamese People Give Priority to Using Vietnamese Goods. The program to bring Vietnamese goods to the countryside, remote area, to industrial zones and also cluster combined with the fair programs, promotions, discounts, and consumer demand stimulation. And ladies and gentlemen, from January the 1st of 2024, the social insurance of the TayNinhTV province will stop printing paper health insurance card for the people receiving unemployment benefits and the people participating in compulsory social insurance. Instead, the health insurance card's validity will be extended on the data system managed by the social insurance industry. Specifically, from January the 1st of 2024, the provincial social insurance stopped printing paper health insurance cards for the people receiving the pensions, unemployment benefits, and the people participating in compulsory social insurance, household health insurance, including the cases of new increase or request to reissue the health insurance card. Instead, the provincial social insurance extends the validity of the health insurance card on the data system managed by the social insurance industry, and employees continue to use the health insurance card. Previously issued paper or citizen ID card to present when going for health insurance medical examination and treatment. In addition, the health insurance medical examination and treatment facilities will coordinate to guide and receive the health insurance cards on the VSSID application, VNEID Level 2 electronic identification application, and the citizen identification card with the chip to perform the medical examination and treatment for the people and the workers, ensuring the full benefits according to the regulations.
Tourism in the Southwest accounts for more than 54% of tourists, but the revenue is still modest. Therefore, localities in the region must be more closely linked to bring tourism to the Southwest forward. This is the opinion of the delegates attending the Tourism Promotion Conference in the Southwest region within the framework of the preliminary activity of the Joint Agreement on Tourism Development in the Southwest in 2023, organized by the People Committee of the Yumtao Province on this morning, December 22nd, in Sui Mop District. Attending the conference, there were Mr. Havan Siu, Deputy Director of the National Tourism Department of Vietnam, representatives of the Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism, Departments of Tourism in the Southwest region, and province city with cooperation with the region. Locality participating in the Southwest Region Tourism Promotion Conference in 2023 have introduced their destination, tour, routes, tourism products, and regional tour. Manager, expert, and tourism travel business have contributed many ideas through more regional tourism link, proposing solutions to improve the quality of tourism human resources, focusing on developing tourism products associated with environmental protection, health protection, experience tourism, tourism under the forest canopy, forming a high-class shopping center, health tourism center resort, organize many events and festivals to attract visitors.
And ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of December 21st, Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee held the opening ceremony program to connect supply and demand of goods between Ho Chi Minh City and primary cities in 2023, and the program extends of craft villages and specialties region in 2023. The program also has the participation of more than 43 provinces and cities nationwide. This is a two-way connection activities, not only supporting localities to consume products, but also adding resources of goods to stabilize the market, meeting the diverse needs of the consumers, bringing regional specialties to the market, consumers, especially during the holidays and the New Year Eve. And ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, the National Target Program on New Style Rural Construction, specifically the criteria for the clean water and environmental sanitation, has achieved many remarkable results, contributing to improving the quality of rural areas, the quality of life, and ensuring the health of the local people. However, in some localities, there are still some inadequacy related to implementation of policies to support rural household water treatment systems, causing the people to still not have the access to clean water sources according to the regulations. For example, with the case of Mr. Lê Văn Sờ living in Thuận Tam Hamlet, Lê Thuận Community, Bến Cầu District, one of the policy families benefiting from the policies of supporting rural household water treatment system. When supported with a pure water filtration system, Mr. Să's family was very happy to have clean water to use for drinking. However, after only a short time of using this system, the problems arose. After using it for 3 to 4 months, it breaks down, so I bring it out to replace some of the elements in the system, and after running for a few days, it broke down again. I called it. It had that phone number. I checked the phone number there. It keeps waiting until now, and I kept the bottled water out there, 4 to 5 buckets at a time. I have to buy every 2 to 3 days. Another case is Mr. Đặng Văn Bối family living in Thuận Hòa Hamlet, Lê Thuận Commune of Bến Cầu District. A policy household supported to install a rural household water treatment system in 2022. However, after a short time, Mr. Boy stopped using it because it consumed too much electricity, and as a result, the accessories were disassembled, wasting too much electricity and not being effective. Now, thanks to the state, one thing is to take it back. The second provides another machine to properly do this, and the farmers cannot support and afford with this. The main reason for ineffective use is the lack of binding warranties on the water treatment system from suppliers. The payment to support the installation of rural household water treatment system comes from the budget, but the warranty is left to the people and suppliers to handle themselves. After 3 years of implementation of this project, it must be said that the warranty department did not have the good coordination between the supplier and the households. The locality is direct manager and their household who, after having an incident, cannot contact them. They handle it. They sell this water purified, and after discovering it, the commune also makes a record and issues a request. Please fix this. In the coming time, there will need to be binding coordination between the suppliers and the people, and the locality must supervise. And from the above incident, authorities and localities need to soon check and rectify to avoid errors in implementing support policies for the people.
In 2023, with the high flow of the officer and soldier of Tân Hà Border Guard Force and the loose coordination with the party committee, the government and the military and the people here, the security and order in the border area could become more and more stable. With the achievements, Tân Hà Border Guard Force were awarded the title of unit determined to win by the command of the Border Guard in 2023.
Having the achievement of maintaining a stable security and order situation in the area of management posts is a process of persistent efforts of officials and soldiers at the border guard of Tân Hà Border Guard Station. And because in the road during the past 365 days, the officials and soldiers have always tried their best to emulate and successfully complete the 5 evaluation targets that unit had assigned, in which some contents have been achieved and exceeded the set targets. In order to successfully implement the 2023 victory evaluation movement, the focus on the following contents. First, the collective units unite to create high assemblability in all aspects. The second is that we always travel reps and deploy for the officers and soldiers of the whole unit to master the documents, directives, resolutions and plans at the levels and branches, especially the directives of building regular units, disciplinary, and the third is to focus on ideological political education for the army. In 2023, the unit has organized nearly 540 patrols, prevention and covers, with over 3,600 tons of officers and soldiers participating, coordinating with the police and military forces in the area to organize patrols and researching over 170 sections, with over 1,000 tons of officers participating. Prominently in the emulation movement of Tân Border Guard's joint forces to build a new style rural area, the unit has contributed and mobilized with the locality to build 3 warehouses with a total value of 245 million Vietnam dong, organized to give 250 gifts to the servant households, the children and policy families in the area with a value of nearly 200 million Vietnam dong also. And being awarded the title of Victory Unit in 2023 by the Border Guard Command of the Tân Province, the honor and pride of the officers and soldiers of Tân Hà Border Guard Station on the 79th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam People's Army towards the 65th anniversary of the traditional day of the Border Guard. And it is also the motivation for the Border Guard Station corps and soldiers to uphold their determination to firmly protect territory, sovereignty, and national border security in the new situation. And ladies and gentlemen, in this day, the atmosphere of Christmas of 2024 is bustling everywhere, and the parishes in the province parishioners have basically completed the decorations and preparations to welcome a peaceful and warm Christmas season. It has become a custom that every year at Christmas, Phong Cốc parishioners in Thái Bình Commune of Châu Thành District gather together at the church, make rotos, and decorate small statues scenes around the church. Each person has their own work to do. Even though they are busy, everyone is happy and excited. Normally, every year, Christmas in Phong Cốc Parish is prepared from December. At the end of November and beginning of December, there are many steps that need to be prepared, from building caves to installing electricity on the pine trees. Traveling to electricity at the outside gates is very high, so it takes a long time to prepare, and amount of personal preparation is so much that it takes about 1 month. And we are also very happy because up to now, as of today, the preparation work is almost completed, and a playground has been created for the children to come to play and interact. Joining the bustling atmosphere of preparing for the Christmas, the children also actively released and rehearsed many musical performances to perform on the main night of the holiday. The Christmas decorations for the church are planned and carried out extremely meticulously to bring the most wonderful things for the day of Christ's birth. Colorful electric lights are spread everywhere around the church. Currently, from Paris has built a cave. Its place has an image of the Christ born on a manger. Not only within the church sprouts, the roads and also the alleys leading to the parish are also sparkling and beautifully decorated. The Christmas atmosphere pervades the whole neighborhood. Over time, Christmas has become a happy day for everyone, bringing the joys, bringing the people closer together, bonding with love and wishing for the good things and the luck in the new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.